it's hard to put into words. I mean, there was one there was one client that I worked with. She came to me wanting to her intention was she wanted to have a bigger voice with respect to her career. She felt like she was really small, wasn't speaking up for herself, and so she wanted to improve her just improve her voice, be able to speak up for herself in the workplace, be able to advocate and, ask for more, a raise and be able to say no when she was asked to take on more responsibilities and that sort of thing. So it was very career focused. Well, what she didn't tell me until a couple sessions in was that she was in a really toxic relationship. And that didn't come out until we were two or three maybe onto the third session. Somehow she didn't, she just didn't feel comfortable sharing that until we were maybe three sessions in. She was in a really bad relationship. And that voice that she wanted for the office, she really needed for the relationship. She used it in her career and I think she ended up leaving that job, getting a new job or something. The career shifted, but she really needed to get out of that relationship. She was she was a doormat. This guy that she was with she was the side chick. I mean, this guy had was in a committed relationship with someone else. I mean, she was being booty called all the time. I mean, she was a total doormat and had been for a couple years. And she needed that voice to get out of that situation. And it took a few more sessions, but when she told me she broke it off with him and was moving, I mean, she needed to leave that city. And it was like, I mean, I'm getting chills now thinking about it, that she was packing up the apartment and leaving that entire city. And I was like, uh, I'm supposed to, I should be using air quotes. As the coach, I am supposed to keep my distance and not really have an investment. I should remain. I should remain. Um, I'm not finding the right word, but out of the situation and allow the client to live their life and make their choices. And I should not have a stake in it. But boy, did I feel like I was her sister. I was her best friend. I felt like I was right there in it with her. And it really was a proud moment when that happened. I shouldn't say proud because I didn't feel I just felt so excited for her, for what was available for her after that.
I know a lot of coaches that help people. It's because they needed help themselves at some point in their life. And then they had to turn to someone to get the help, similar to you and similar to me. And it seems, at least to the coaches that I speak to, is that when they share these success stories, they try to remain neutral or arm's length from it. But because there's something about that situation that reminds them of themselves, they become invested in the happiness and the progress of that person. And it's interesting to see how happy we become when someone else is able to find the same happiness, because now we remember how we were at that time when it was like, aha, I need to do this to find the happiness I want. And I know for me, there's a number of people that I've spoke to, like you, or people that I've helped, that I see a little bit of me in them. like the way that maybe they answer a question, their mannerisms, maybe the way that they talk about a situation. I was like, you know what? That used to be me 10 years ago, 5 years ago. I know. And then you start to think, you know what? When you have that moment, it's going to be so amazing because now you're remembering your moment and how good it made you feel.